What is going on, everybody? It is Lost in Place, and I'm bringing to you a gameplay commentary here today. We're going to be talking about booster busting and Call of Duty Ghosts. It is right around the corner, less than 3 months to go until we got our hands on the next edition of Ghosts, and there's been a lot of gameplay that's been shown on YouTube, and it has allowed for me to do some research and to come up with ideas on how we're going to bust the boosters, because yes, there will be boosters, trust me. There has been no confirmation yet if there will be a tactical insertion. I don't know, but that's not even a required thing for boosting, but we'll get into that in a minute. First, I want to touch on Booster Busters episode 100. I know you guys have been asking a lot, where is episode 100? And I gotta apologize, man. I've been working on it. I really have, but I took on too much of a project with this. What I'm trying to do is way too much. I've got at least 14 hours invested into editing this thing. I'm nowhere near even halfway done. So what I have decided I'm going to do is I'm going to skip the whole big giant special edition episode 100. I'm not scrapping the project that I've been working on, no. What I'm saying is I'm going to go and we're going to bust boosters, and we're going to continue to put out episodes. It's been over 2 months since there's been an episode of Booster Busters. That has to be corrected. So we're going to get an episode out very soon, a regular, funny, awesome episode. And I'm going to continue to plug away at the 100th episode special, and that won't necessarily be the 100th episode, but it's going to be the anthology of the Booster Busters, the full-on history, and there's a lot of history to cover because Booster Busters as a group, it's coming up on its 3-year anniversary. Almost 3 years it'll be this November, the 3rd year that Booster Busters episode 1 was released. So that's what's going to go on. You can look forward to that within the next week. Another episode of Booster Busters. We're going to get back on the ball with that, man. It's been too long since I've messed with some boosters, so got to get back on the ball. Alright, now this brings us to the topic at hand. We are going to be busting boosters in COD Ghosts. I'm really excited for this because Infinity Ward games, it's a whole different ball game, whole different world. I'm not saying Treyarch does not care about boosters. They have their own system, they have their own way of doing things. It's just not very agreeable to the way I prefer it, to what I like to see. So let me give you the differences here. And we're going to talk about Modern Warfare 3 versus Black Ops 2. In Modern Warfare 3, Infinity Ward, they had a great setup. In-game, of course, there is a reporting system to report people in-game, and they've gone on to explain that if people get enough reports, that raises the flag, and then people will research their games, and they will ban them. But they have a much quicker, much more effective means to get a booster banned, and that was via Twitter. They have an account called IW Enforcers. It's not very active lately, but I imagine this will be the account. I hope this will be the account, or they'll create another one like it. And basically the way it worked was if you tweet at them, the name of the gamer tag of the person boosting and proof, whether it be a photo or a link to a elite game or video proof, they'll ban them within a day. Just like that. It was that simple. They were on the ball, on point, did not tolerate any grief from boosters. Black Ops 2, on the other hand, they have their own methods of doing things. Now, they really do not want you tweeting at them anything. They will ignore, for the most part, anything sent at them, tweeted at them, and they rely solely on reporting in-game. The problem with that is you need to have so many people report it before it even shows up as a red flag to them. So there's a lot of boosters that have been getting away with murder, and, well, not literal murder, but murdering of XP, if you know what I'm saying. And that's the main difference between the two. So on to how it will be done, and this is just where it's going to be speculation on my part. Now, the beginner boosters, the person who doesn't really, not a professional booster, let's say, basically, if there is a tactical insertion, you know for sure they will be utilizing those in many different game types with a buddy, getting a buddy on the opposite team, and doing some boosting in that. That is hard to set up, hard to do, and depending on if they allow tac insertions in free-for-all or if they even have tactical insertions. But that is probably the way that the average booster is going to boost. Now, when you get into the professional boosters, yes, there are professional boosters. There's websites that are dedicated just to boosting. People who take this stuff seriously. Seriously, and they're the ones that I'm after. They're the ones that I want to get. So, my speculation on how they will do it. What they did in Modern Warfare 3, and I'm comparing I'm skipping Black Ops 2 entirely. What they did in Modern Warfare 3, the most popular way of boosting was called strafe run boosting. And they would go into Search and Destroy and Team Tactical. If you remember, Team Tactical was a game type that was 4v4. and they always go for the 4v4 as opposed to the 6v6 because you need a split screen, so that's less people involved. So basically, me and my buddy and our split screens were a team of 4, and then 2 other people and their split screens were a team of 4. And we'd go into a lobby, we'd lock the lobby down because it's just us, so we had all the spots, no one could session join. And basically each game, say it's my turn to boost first, I'd go and kill all the other guys on the other team, and I would call in kill streaks, certain specific ones, strafe one being one of the main ones, sentry gun, and they would do the same. And basically when he'd call in his strafe run, I would shoot it down, and you get massive amounts of XP for shooting down an entire strafe run. And that was it. You would do that for one game of search, and then next round you die and let the other people go. And the reason they liked it was because you weren't, even when you were dying, when it was your turn to die, you were only dying 4 times, 5 times, so your KD wasn't getting too messed up. So that's how it was done in Modern Warfare 3. Will that be a thing? Likely. That will likely be a thing. That is if there is a team tactical. If there is a team tactical playlist, then that is probably how they'll be doing it. If not, I suspect some of the ways that they will be boosting will be the search and rescue missions. That is the new game type. It's just like search and destroy, but if you die, you drop a dog tag, and if your teammate captures the dog tag, you respawn. So I don't see that as being a very common thing to grab someone's dog tags and revive them. I mean, it'll happen, but it's going to be rewarded. So what I mean is, if you capture someone's tag and respawn them, you're going to get a lot of XP for that. It's going to be a high XP point value, and I do suspect that will be utilized to boost. That is what I'm predicting. I'm thinking it's going to be search and rescue, but only time will tell. Really, once they get their hands on the game, they're going to find out the most efficient way to boost, the most efficient way to get as much XP illegally as possible. And yeah, so Infinity Ward, you guys are awesome as far as taking care of boosters. I really hope you do utilize the IW Enforcers account, or at the very least allow for us to tweet at you our proof of boosters to get them banned. And yes, we will be busting boosters, the Booster Busters, and it'll be really awesome to just link them to an episode and say, here you go, here are the guys, ban them, and then boom, they get reset. That was the one thing that was lacking in Black Ops 2. Make an episode, upload it, and even a week or 2 later, they still weren't banned. So that's it. That's all I got for you guys. If you got any kind of information as far as how you think they'll be boosting in Call of Duty Ghosts, comment below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm Lost in Place, and I'm out of here.